All right, should be live here in just a second. Looks like we're good. Minimize. Pop that, pop that. It's 3-0 on Dingler. 2 away here in the top of the first. Dingler the hitter, and who's the pitcher? Raup. I'm going to go Raup. It's 3-0 though. Never mind, they challenged that one. It'll be 2-1. Probably a righteous challenge. That's... Never mind, Dingler lines out. No, it was changed. Okay. Dingler lines out. We'll head to the bottom of the first. Tigers go quickly and quietly here in the first. Bottom one coming up. All right. Got my chat up. Got my playback going. Make sure you drop some likes. Help the stream up. Blah, 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 blah. Good to go. All right. Eldridge, Lee, Adamas. I always forget how to say that one. Devers, Basabi, Gilbert, Leonard, Kavanaugh, Koss. What's up, Kevin? So there's two I'm having trouble with in this. Adamize or something like that. It's not like Adams, which it should be. And then, of course, Bazabi. I don't know. Who knows? Either way, we're just waiting for the bottom of the first to get going. Obviously, the Tigers have, a little bit of excitement here because Jackson Jobe makes his regular season debut. After pitching poorly last year and being sent back to AAA, he makes his triumphant return. No, I'm just kidding. He's back from Tommy John. Let's hope he can still pitch. Everything we saw in the minors showed he was very much ready to come back, so we can only hope. Eldridge, Lee, and Adamas, whichever one it is. Well, at some point, they'll start the bottom of the first. All right, here we go. Eldridge to lead it off against Jobe. Bottom of the first, no score. Ball one, strike one. So nice job by Jobe to get a strike in there. It's a 1-1 count. Jobe hitting 97 on a couple pitches. Nice to see. What up, though, Kevin? No work today? Called strike two. Nice curveball. Froze him. Fouls off a 99.6 mile an hour fastball. Jobe hitting almost 100 here. And there's a pitch challenge, though. We'll see if he actually if it's actually a strikeout. It's probably going to be a ball. Either goes down looking, or that just or it's ball one or ball two. Hopefully that just caught enough. Yeah, it's probably 2-2. Oh, no, he strikes out. All right, cool. They eventually get him. Now he strikes out. All right. One away. Here's Lee. So the Giants did get that overturned, but Eldritch then strikes out on the next pitch. Nice job by Jobe. What do you get him with? 100-mile-an-hour fastball. Sheesh. Yeah, you're not really going to hit that. I've been good, man. You're off this weekend? Nice. Are you excited for the Mudhens game? Damn, Jobe's out here electric right now. Hitting speeds even Scooball couldn't hit this year. Ball one. That ace job is wide open, so, it's there for the taking. Fouled away, it's 1-1. And they're going to get a out here. Grounded up the middle. Throws over to first. Nice job by Javi Baez. 2 away. Oh, really? I'd imagine they hit really well, so all the games are really high scoring, at least. I know down in Erie, they score a lot of runs. Especially right now. Their team is kind of fucking cracked. Ball one. Ball two. 2-0 to Adames with nobody on and 2 away. A 2-0 count. A lot of twos here in the bottom of the first. Yeah, they didn't have any offense yesterday. Fouled away, it'll be 2-1. Unfortunate. Yeah, you should always probably win when you score 7. Fouled it away, it'll be 2-2 now. Nice job by Jobe to battle back. You know how cool it is? Jobe's just coming out here firing fucking fastballs by people. 4-seam fastball, sinker, 4-seam fastball. 99, 96, 97, 99. Ball one on the slider. It's cool to see Jobe looks rather healthy and ready to go here. I forgot, he throws hard as shit. Jacob who? Mizrowski? I don't even know how to say that. Oh, that's a bloop single. No, never mind. Javi Baez ran that shit down. Hell yeah. I forgot. He's a really good fielder. All right, we'll head to the top of the second. Tigers get him 1, 2, 3 as well. It'll be Green, Keith, and Torkelson do up here in the top of the second. Green, Keith, and Torque. Yeah, I watched the first half of preseason games. For the most part. Sometimes only the first quarter if it gets real bad. Top of the second. No score. Green, Keith, and Torque. Little commercial break, obviously. What's up, though, Jake? Ooh, I wonder what games we got this week. What are we looking at? What do we got? Preseason, August 13 through 15. So next weekend, we have the Lions, Bengals. Oh, I'm going to be watching Patriots, Colts. We'll watch Colts, Patriots on Thursday. That'll be pretty good. Well, wait, hold on. Let's see what the Tigers are doing on Thursday. One moment, please. Tigers are in a playoff race. Oh, wait a minute. Cleveland at 1 o'clock. All right, Thursday looking pretty good. Tigers in the day and Patriots at nighttime. All right. All right. Is there anything I want to watch the following day? Not really. Not really. Lions play at noon on August 22nd. Patriots play at 7. All right, we'll figure it out. Dun, 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 dun. Ball, we're just waiting for the at-bat to begin. Riley Green, Colt Keith, Spencer Torkelson here in the top of the second. No score in the game, no offense yet, really. Ball one. We're underway. Here in the top of the second. Dun, dun, dun. That'll be in there for a called strike. 1-1. By the way, if you haven't dropped a like yet, consider doing so. We have about 10 right now. If you don't mind helping out, I'd appreciate it. Yeah, Brady Manning was a great rivalry. It was good. Colts Patriots was good for a few years. Games are still a little bit of fun, but it doesn't have the same oomph to it. Patriots-Jets games have more edge than a Patriots-Colt game does nowadays. 2-2. And Riley Green strikes out, 1 away. Gets got on a changeup. 3 or 4, there was 3 straight changeups in that at-bat. He could have figured it out. All right, here's Colt Keith. 1 away. Top 2. Yeah, A.J. Brown. They got some young linemen that I can't remember the names of right now. We didn't need to draft a lot of premier talent this year. We had to fill the line a bit. Get the trenches secured. Ball on. But yeah, we acquired a little-known receiver from the Eagles known as A.J. Brown. 2-0, that should probably be challenged. We'll see if the Giants decide to do so. Maybe they let it go. Automatic ball. So it's an automatic ball, apparently, and then they threw a ball. So Colt Keith walks on 4 pitches. Colt Keith is the first base runner of the game. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Spenny 2 bats, ready to homer. Y'all ready for a torque homer? Let me hear you say, yeah. Going to be 2-0 in the top of the second. Well. Well, he let the home run pitch go right by him. A cutter at 88 miles an hour, center cut. Swings at that, though. It'll be 0-2. Darn, that's about a bummer. How are you the guy who sits on every fastball? I'll never get it. When they throw the fastball, you just never... Well, Torque just got an error, I think. I don't know what happened, but they're going to call it a single. So Torque has an infield hit. 2 on, 1 out. Seems like the Tigers are getting a lot of favorable umpire decisions right now. It's a pretty rare feeling. We've gotten a lot of good calls behind the plate for the Tigers, and you know. But again, I guess that's the difference between a team that the MLB media wants in the playoffs and the Tigers versus the Giants, whose season is effectively over. Mostly just because they're an NL team, and the NL has good teams. Our season should be fucked. Like it should be all intents and purposes over. But hey, we're somehow still right in the race for our division at like 5 games out. So that's pretty cool. Fouled away. It's 0-1 here on Clark. Max Clark, the hitter. He's had a pretty nice little start to his career. And that'll be another little get down little thing that just never finds a glove. Bases loaded. 1 away. Here's one of the Tigers' hottest hitters in Javi Baez. Let's hope he has a moment. Here we go, Javi. Here we go. Clap, clap. We could use a run or two here. Please don't put it on McKinstry, Baez. Just a sack fly. You know what I mean? Just to kind of break up the monotony of everything today. Obviously, the idea is it goes over the ball, goes over, or he finds the gap or something, or hits it up a lot. You know what I mean? There's preferred ways this at-bat goes. What do we got? Baez up with the bases loaded, 1 away. Ball 1, nice take. What up, Nicholas? Hell yeah, let's go Tigers. Yeah, scoring would be nice. Just need a well-placed fly ball, and we can take a lead. It's there is a ball and then a called strike, so it's 2-1 now on Javi. He's got a nice hitter's count still. Should get something around the plate he can handle. Two-one. And a short pop out. God damn it. Well, 2 away. That sucks. Bases loaded now, 2 away. Or bases loaded now, 2 away. And here's the 9-hitter, Zach McKinstry. Just hope he gets a base hit. Every so often he has a decent moment. It's a righty on the mound. This is about as good a shot as he's got. Gets out on the first pitch. Nice, dude. Just a short little fly ball. Well, those were 2 of the worst at-bats of the game. With the bases loaded, just nothing. Devers, Basabe, and Gilbert. Tigers leave them loaded. Terrible way to do that, especially you get it done with 1 out. Not ideal. We'll head to the bottom of the second. No score. Devers, Basabe, Gilbert. Basabe? Who knows? All right, what do we got? Let's just hope for some quick innings here. No, Nicholas, we don't need 10 to 15, but it would have been nice to pick up 2 or 3 there, or at least 1. You never really want to leave them loaded. It's not the idea, especially when you only got 2 runs across the other night. All right, let's see what Jobe can do here in the bottom of the second. Let's hope for a quick one. Devers, Basabe, no idea. Basabe. You're having bow tie spaghetti? Nice. That's pretty good. I had the straight noodle spaghetti today. Just normal old spaghetti. The usual spaghetti. They about to start the inning? It looks like they're finally about to start the inning here with Devers up. Fouled it away. It's 0-1. Or, well, 0-2. There was a called strike and then a foul ball. So it's 0-2 now on Rafael Devers. This is where you drop the changeup. And you go way outside with it. Devers strikes out swinging, 1 away. Let's see what he got him with. If he threw an outside changeup and struck him out, I'm a genius. Oh, outside changeup. What did he do? Outside changeup. Ah, I'm a genius. I'd have just struck out Rafael Devers, boys. Just sequence the fuck out of that guy. That feels cooler than when you call for a home run and then you call for the pitch and the location. And then it happens in a strikeout. You're like, ooh, damn, dude, I'm fucking good. I'm like a real catcher, dude. I'm like a real ass coach. I know this shit, dude. Fouled away. It's 1-1. Oh my Jesus Christ, dude. No, Jesus Christ. Someone just keeps blowing my fucking phone up and being annoying, dude. 2-1. Three one. Oh, you got to throw the ball around the strike zone. Well, it shouldn't even be 3-1. I don't know why that first pitch wasn't challenged. Fouled away. It'll be 3-2. Fouled away. It's 3-2. And they get the second out of the inning. They get Basabi or whatever the fuck his name is. 2 away. Little ground out there. Yeah. Patriots about to win the Super Bowl this year. By the way, not talking means 100% complicit agreement with what I say. Just so we're all aware of this. Drake May, MVP this year, stolen last year and given to a far inferior person in Matthew Stafford. Really, that was a pity MVP for Matthew Stafford. There wasn't in any reality why Matthew Stafford won that award over Drake May. Other than Drake May is younger. Several voters even motioned as such that it's a Lifetime Achievement Award for Matthew Stafford last year. Which makes me hate Matthew Stafford, by the way. McGonigal, Torres, and Dingler. I hope he never wins a thing more in his career. Because now he's opposition to the Patriots. I hope we beat the Rams again in the Super Bowl this year. And we crush them. And then we win not only regular season MVP, but Super Bowl MVP. Unfortunately, you know, I don't think the Rams are going to make the Super Bowl this year, though. They could, though. If Aaron Donald actually does end up retiring, I don't know. That's got to suck to be a fucking NFC fan. Anyway, it's the top of the third coming up. Top of the Tigers lineup due, so maybe they can get some runs now. McGonigal, Torres, Dingler. Top three as soon as the commercial's over. All right, looks like it's about to begin. McGonigal at the plate, top of the third, no score. Let's hope the Tigers can find some runs this inning. At some point, they got to get some runs. All right. I think we're going to hit this pitcher second time through pretty well. Usually when we didn't look bad that first time through, just nothing went our way. I think this is the kind of game where we're all over this guy the second time around. We'll see, though. You're watching the game, and man, 3 men on, 1 out. That's bad. Yeah, they didn't get any runs. That's pretty bad. Got to get those moments. But you're never going to play 100% perfect, right? So it is what it is. That's going to be a ball. That's called a strike, but they're going to change that to ball one. So it'll be 1-0 on McGonigal. Doing good, Kenny. How you doing? Dun, 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 dun. Yeah, he's been firing them. Hit 100 once, a bunch at 99. Velocity still looks good. The other pitches look good and jumpy. Seems it was because oh shit. Damn it, fucking thought it was going. All right, McGonigal flies out. He got a good piece of that though. Torres is up with 1 away. My channels always have bad ads. I've had ads on YouTube since 2019. Maybe 2000. I got ads right away. I had 1,000 subscribers in like a month. It was pretty quick. I think it was like 2 weeks, 3 weeks. Did you see that Jackson's last game before the injury? It was against the Giants. No, I'm not even sure who. No, I didn't. I guess I'm not even sure who you're talking about. That Jackson, I don't know who that is. Two away. Wait, Jobe pitched against the Giants before he got hurt, or like while he was hurt. No, that's pretty cool, I suppose. Well, Torres doesn't do anything yet again. Two away. Need to get something to drink. Thirsty. Ugh. Here's Dingler with 2 away. And he apparently got hurt against these guys too. 1-2. Well, Job's last start. Yeah, okay. I misread that, Kenny. And that's a ground out. Well, we'll head to the bottom of the third. Tigers go 1, 2, 3. Bottom three coming up here. It'll be Leonard, Kavanaugh, and Cost. 7, 8, 9 here for the Giants. Bottom of the order. 7, 8, 9. Bottom of the third. Commercial break. We'll see how everything goes. Jackson's your third cousin. Nice, Susan. That's pretty cool. All right, I'll be right back, y'all. I need to get something to drink. My throat is dry. All right, what do we got? Oh, it's not back yet. Isn't that a bummer? But Leonard, Kavanaugh, and Koss do appear in the bottom of the third. Joe back to work here, and we're hoping he stays good and healthy. He's got a fresh UCL, so unless everything fucks up, we should be. Swinging strike one. That'll be a ball. Bom, 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 bom. I go curveball or slider here. And he missed. Went with the slider, but he missed. Tried to backdoor. Oh, no, he went sinker? Is that sinker? Oh, he went with the slider, got the swing. 2-2. Now you can just go fastball here. You haven't thrown a four seam at all. But I hope Scuba would still be here too. At least Verlander can be the vet of all the Tigers. Yeah, I mean, yeah, it's good. They had Scuba for a while anyway, They can still talk to him. And they strike out Leonard 2-1 away. Good start to the inning for old Jobe. What are you getting with the fastball? Look at that, dog. I called it again. That's 2 strikeout calls. I just, after that, I was like, remember, if you just heard me, I was like, yeah, you could just blow him away with the fastball now. Then he went up fastball. That's blow away with the fastball spot. But that's 2 today that I've gotten. I struck out Devers and Leonard. That should be a strike. Ball 1. Comes back for a strike. 1-1. Yeah, Jobe's gonna be nice as long as he can stay good and healthy. He's got some nasty pitching. Yeah. Doesn't offer at a changeup. It's 2-1. Kavanaugh is the brother of Supreme Court Justice Brett Kavanaugh. He's the little brother. What's up, D? Don't look it up. No reason to do so. If you do, you're gay. And I'll report you to the FBI. Want to play games? Find out. Find out. By the way, it'll be 3-2. Yeah, I'm having a good day. I'm having a good day. Hopefully you are too. That'll be filed away. We'll get another 3-2 coming. Bottom of the third, 1 away. No score here in the game. 0-0 between the Tigers and Giants in the bottom of the third with 1 away, 3-2 count. The hitter is Kavanaugh. You know, one thing I would hope would happen for me. You know how the Phillies had a thing where they let a fan come do play-by-play in the 5th inning because they won something. If that ever gets to happen to me, I'd really, really hope that I get to do the home. They want Kavanaugh to get to do the home offense, so I could just lie about who everybody's related to for a solid inning. Just get up there and spew utter nonsense about how Kerry Carpenter is Sabrina Carpenter's older brother. Michael Shannon Clark or Michael Duncan Clark is the father of Max Clark. And then obviously dispel rumors that people are related because who they actually are. Like I'd be yeah, and former professional golfer, whatever Jobe's dad is, not the actual dad of Jackson Jobe. That's just an inside joke. You know, just completely sound insane up there. I think that would be one of the funniest things I could possibly do. 0-2. Yeah, what about Taylor and Tyler Rogers? They're just friends. I don't know. I don't even know if they're friends. By the way, that's how you do that joke properly. Two people completely unrelated. You say they're brothers or something. People who are actually related, you completely deny that they're related. The reason that's funny, I don't even feel like I should explain it. It's just self-evidently funny. Anyway, it's a 1-2 count on Koss with 1 on, 1 out. 9-hitter at the plate. Let's hope for a double play. A catcher and a third baseman by the looks of it. Yeah, catcher and third base is a pretty easy double play combo. Yeah, it's pretty great, D. We're right there for the mix of the playoffs, so it's all good. We just got to win here tonight, and we really make some noise. Count will remain 1-2 on a foul ball. I'd go fucking. I'd go change up right here, fucking bottom of the strike zone, baby. All reliable right here. Pachow. 3-2 or 2-2 rather. Changeup is set right there. Just back to back fastballs. You threw 4 fastballs in a row with the sinker, and it's the 4th fastball, but drop a change. And he goes down looking. Nice job by what do he throw? Curveball. Ooh, I like that a lot. That's a good call. That's a nasty curveball. Yeah, I know, Susan. That's part of the joke is to deny the player the relation between two related people. It's funnier that way. Did you know that Kevin McGonigal, his great aunt, is famed witch at Hogwarts, Minerva McGonagall? They're related. And that's the joke. Is you just take people who aren't related and you say they are, And when two people are related, you deny the relationship between the two. Because again, it's complete nonsense and it doesn't really matter anything because these people are, you know, they're just pretend people in my life. I don't know. Yeah, it's called Jokes. Riley Green, Colt Keith, and Spencer Torkelson. Our friend Kevin is actually related to Kevin McGonigal via first name. Well, yeah, Susan. Everyone knows his dad's the golfer. That's the joke. Do I think the Tigers win? Hopefully. Yeah, Kevin and Kevin McGonigal are related via first name. It's a family name. There were a few other Kevins in that family, right? We just couldn't think of, like, Kevin Youkilis is in your family. Kevin Smith, the guy who made Clerks and Mallrats and Jane Silent Bob, basically Silent Bob. Kevin Smith, he's in your family. A lot of guys. The bully from Ed, Ed, and Eddie, Kevin. Kevin Hart, yeah, he's your brother, your direct brother, same parents and everything. That was the one people don't know about, really, is that, you know, Kevin's related to Kevin Hart. He's his little brother. Same parents, by the way. Green's up now. Green, Keith, and Torkelson here in the top of the fourth. Yeah, most people are represented by Scott Boras. Fun fact, I think Miguel Cabrera's agent was Scott Boras. Justin Verlander's agent is, I believe, Scott Boras. You can look into it. We do business with Scott Boras very, very well, which is also why it makes the Scooball situation very suspicious. I also think Kevin McGonigal is represented by by Scott Boras. And we just did a big ass contract with him. I'm telling you, it's the Tigers have a very good relationship with Scott Boras, which is why I'm very surprised the Scooball things have gone the way they have. Unless it's Tarek hiding behind Boris's reputation and really hoping the Tigers don't remember the fact that like their entire team is represented by Scott Boras and was for the entirety of our great run there. And we always were signing extensions early, keeping players. He's a lot of people's fucking agent on the team. He's a good agent. There's nothing wrong with Boras. It's not his fault. I think Scooball wants the free agency, if we're being honest, which is fine. Even if he ends up coming back to Detroit, I think he just wants to experience free agency and see what he can kind of negotiate and get and see if he can get like a wild amount of money. It's a better move, and if the Tigers end up offering him like a little less than others, but like it's like sentimental enough to him, he'll probably come to Detroit unless he gets a blowaway offer. Unless he really just wants to stay out west because his family lives in Arizona. But if he wins the World Series with the Dodgers, he'll probably just sign with the Diamondbacks for a boatload of money. Riley Green strikes out again, one away. Top four, one out. Here's Keith. Or he'll go where he wants to if he wins a World Series. Because at that point, he's got what he wants. If he plays against the Tigers in the World Series, though, he gets a ring on either side. If the Tigers win, he gets a ring because, that's how that works. But if if the Dodgers win, he gets a ring. Obviously, Scooball plays both sides. No, I mean the Tigers will probably offer 8 years, 330 or something like that, and I wonder if he'll take it, and then they'll defer the fuck out of it. Now I could see a scenario where they defer a lot of that contract. They do like 10 years, and then they start paying it back in like 2035 or like certain part. You know what I mean? Like I could see them doing that because it'll be like kind of, I don't know. I think a way to deal with it, but I don't know. I doubt it. Not before the injury, I would have said, yeah, just sign him. But now, you know, the fact that it's like 100% going to happen next year with his UCL. I thought that we'd see the mile per hourage go back up after the elbow is cleaned up, and it's still low. And that's such a troubling sign. You know, I don't wish it. You know what I mean? Like, it's just I can't shake that mile per hourage drop. That's like 3 to 4 miles an hour, really, because he can hit 100. So, and he's like stuck at 96, 97, which is not slow. He throws hard, but like even if it's like, well, he's aging, it's like, no, that's a significant mile per hour. That's a significant velo drop. 3-2 on Torque or on Keith with one away. Yeah, because this should be a fucking game these boys can win. They walk Keith again. They did. Keith will walk. Second time today. 1 on, 1 out. Here's Torkelson. Everybody's talking about how they want to. Torque popped up. 2 down now. Runner at first. Getting wined and done. Nothing wrong with that. I just don't believe them when they say it's out of my hands. I mean, to an extent, yeah. Ugh, 1-1 here on Clark. 1 on, 1 out, or 1 on, 2 out for Clark. 0-0, top 4. Thought away, it'll be 1-2. Thought away to remain 1-2. Few fouls in a row now. We got a fastball. And another foul. We'll get another 1-2. Come on, Clark. Shot into a gap would be cool. One, two, runner at first. Batter took time. 4 fouls in a row. Maybe Clark can measure up and hit the next one. Get down. Oh, he flew. Just gets the shortstop. Just gets there. Stayed up just long enough. We'll head to the bottom of the 4th. It'll be Lee, Adamize, and Devers. Lee, Adamize, and Devers here in the bottom of the 4th. All right, be right back. I'm going to go rip a bogey a couple times. Just give me a moment here. 1 moment, please. I'll be back in 1 minute or so. 2-1 on Lee. Hao-Yo Lee's brother. By the way. You know, I wish the Tigers Flores didn't turn out bad and the Giants still had Flores too. Because like, you know how like the Tigers had Wilmer Flores and the Giants also had Wilmer Flores, and they're legitimately brothers. That would have been really funny to be like, yeah, they're not related. Why would two brothers have the same first name? And then no one would have been able to top that one. Be like, well, they are. It's like, no, they wouldn't do that. That's confusing. Very funny game. Anyway, 1 away after a ground out. Call was overturned. It'll be strike 1 to Adamas. Adamas? I don't know which one it is. I think it's Adamas. Swinging strike 2 is Deuce. Nobody on, 1 away, bottom of the 4th of a 0-0 game. Limited offense here early. Better takes time. Hey, we're up at 24 likes. Appreciate that. That's a lot of them. It's good looking out. Well over the like goal of 20, so look at us. Oh, that'll be a foul ball, thankfully. 1-2. Ugh. Had to blow my nose really bad there. It felt weird. Ugh. Damn, that's a base hit, too. Real unfortunate turn of events there. 1 on, 1 out. Well, there goes the no-hitter. Lasted 4 innings. Well, 3 1/3, I guess, technically. All right. Here's Devers. Let's hope for a ground ball for a double play here. Not exactly a fast mover anymore, is Rafael. You know, at one point I was mad the Tigers didn't trade for Devers. I was like, damn, he could be really good for us. I'm so glad we didn't do that. There's a couple guys I'm glad we didn't trade for. Bo Bichette. Glad we didn't do that. Pretty much, I'm glad we didn't take any of them Orioles prospects because they all kind of suck. Like, how disappointing is Kobe Mayo? He's kind of coming along a little bit this year, but very Spencer Torkelson-esque, if you ask me. Jackson Holiday, he's very young, so I don't know. He'll probably come along, but damn, you got a Mike Vrabel card. Is it a rookie card from when he was a Steeler? Hey, that is a double play. Let's go. We'll head to the top of the 5th. All right, nice job by the defense there to get us to this 5th inning already. What are we at? We're an hour in, and we're heading into the top of the 5th. Pretty good pace. Baez, McKinstry, and McGonigal. Baez, McKinstry, McGonigal. 8-9-1. Tigers up here in the top of the 5th. 0-0 score. Oh, coach card. Oh, yeah, that's cool. Suppose that's a novelty thing. We're just kind of waiting for the fifth inning to get underway. You know how it goes. Dun, 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 dun. I'm predicting a McKinstry bomb. The rarest of home runs to predict. You know, only one or two have ever been predicted in world history, and I just predicted the second one. Maybe the third one. Nobody actually knows. An inside the park McKinstry bomb. Sheesh. Infield inside the park home run for Zach McKinstry coming. Either way. Top of the fifth, here's Javi Baez. Nobody on, no score, 0-0, top five. Both pitchers do. Really, the Tigers are getting hits. They've only struck out twice. It's just fucking everything's being caught. Everything kind of just being lofted and just kind of shitty, weak contact so far. Can't really win with that. So, too, called strike, swinging strike. Javi takes time. Down 0-2. Leading off the top of the fifth. Need a hit. Baez takes ball 1. 1-2. And he pops out. 1 away. One out. Top six or top five. Called strike one. They had to transfer the bad run support from Scubal to somebody. Ball one, good take. 9-hitter McKinstry up. If he can get on, we have the top of the order with 1 on, 1 out. We'll see. McKinstry grounds out, 2 away. Yeesh. 2 down for the top of the order, Kevin McGonigal. Well, hopefully Kevin can get something going here this inning. Would be pretty nice. Called strike. Change up right around the middle of the plate. Tricky pitch. That was called a ball, but it has changed to a strike. It's 0-2. Okay, fucking McLong ball. A McLong ball. Get it like McGonagall, McLong ball. Kind of like the wordplay humor. And McGonagall strikes or grounds out. That'll be the bottom of the fifth coming up. No score. Wasabi, Gilbert, and Leonard here in the bottom of the fifth of a no-score game. Tigers have 2 hits. Giants have 1. 2 Tigers have walked. Just 1 Giant has walked. So both pitchers dynamite. Rope, whatever, has gone 5, giving up 2 hits, 2 walks, and 2 Ks. Jobe has gone 4, giving up 1 walk, and 4 Ks. We'll see how he does in the bottom of the fifth. So long as he comes back out to work. Who knows? I haven't heard much on Flaherty. So I'm not too sure. All right. All right. Bottom 5. It's getting to be late in the game. Both teams looked at the plate. Wasabi, Gilbert, Leonard. 5, 6, 7 here for the Giants in the bottom of the fifth. So for some quick outs for Jobe. No labor. Jobe is sitting at, I think it's a 68. 64. This is probably his last inning regardless. Yeah, 64. It's that's, you know, he's nearing his probable leash. But if we can get 5 quality fucking innings out of him, that would be great. 1-1. This is very encouraging. I know the Giants aren't the most prestigious offense this year, but that'll be a ground out, 1 away. Nice way to start off the fifth. Nice, good, quick out. Yeah, again, you know, as much as we all do want to make the playoffs, if we don't, you know, it makes sense if we don't. At this point of the season, even if you are yeah, hopefully we can make it, but like there's a lot to watch this team for. Looking at like what do we have for next season, which is going to very clearly be a big year with what we have. Yeah, you don't want to. No, the Tigers have executed a very flawless rebuild plan. Getting rid of Skubal might suck. It does. But pretty much everybody we got should be ready by 27, 28 anyway, so I don't know. Tigers are poised in the next 2 to 3 years to have a really fucking dominant baseball team. And it's been done through drafting and trades, which is really cool, of like prospects. All of our best players are players we've drafted and developed, which is wild to think about. Right now, like McGonagall, obviously Torres and Baez aren't, but McGonagall, Dingler, Green, Keith, Clark, Torque. We drafted and developed all those guys. Or at least we developed all these guys, even if, you know. And I know these are all Avila's drafts, except for Clark and McGonagall. But look at, and that'll be a ground out. We'll head to the top of the sixth. Look at the trajectory of Dylan Dingler when he was in Al Avila's minor leagues in that developmental system to the year that fucking he had the second Scott Harris took over the baseball team and put in place like brand new development systems, brought in a bunch of smarter people. There's a reason why our farm system went from kind of dog shit at developing players to our two of our best, like, potential, like, McGonigal is one of our best hitters already. And it's like, oh, okay, that makes sense. Like, he can actually hit left-handed pitching, which none of our left-handed prospects could do for a very long time. And again, the Tigers still have a shot at the playoffs, too. And we get to watch our young players have meaningful time in meaningful big games late in the year. This is a really good experience for a lot of these guys like Clark and whatnot. Torres, Dingler, and Green. So has anybody heard anything on Reese Olson, or is he just done? Like, is he just, like, completely cooked? Because he had, what, Tommy John last year? Or does he have, like, thoracic shoulder out syndrome where his shoulder's just fucked? You imagine, like, next week they're like, and now we're reactivating Reese Olson. It's like, oh, fuck yeah. Wait a minute, where'd we get all these pitchers again? We got the better version of Casey Mize. His name's Reese Olson. No, I'm just kidding. When Casey Mize is on, he's actually a very good fucking pitcher. One of the better ones. That splitter is downright disgusting when it's on. Just a shame the dude can't stay healthy. Torres, Dingler, Green here in the top of the sixth of a 0-0 game. As far as I know, so it's done. I don't know if he can even be activated because it was before last season even started. Yeah, no, I figured he's like pretty cooked. Who, Reese Olson? I'll look it up between commercials because now I have two polar opposite answers. Torres 1-2. Will Torres finally do something at the plate? Find out next time on Dragon Balls. He had a shoulder labral repair surgery in 2026, pretty much early. Happened in July of 25. He tried a non-rehab. He said, fuck it, and just had surgery. He should be ready to go by 2027 at spring training. Oh, yeah, no, he's a very good young pitcher. And if we can get him back next year, that's just awesome. So we'd have some kind of rotation of Valdez if we don't get rid of him, which we probably will. Melton, probably Jobe, Montero, and Olson. Or somebody else, Ryan and Montero, Olson. Because clearly the Tigers don't really see Montero as a starter long term. Yeah, that'd be a pretty solid rotation. Four absolute ballers with, well, we don't know much about Ryan either. As a walk, good at bat. Hopefully that Ryan gets healthy this year. He should be able to pitch for us this year. If he's recovering from a hamstring right now. Sound familiar? Top six. One on for Dingler. A dingle bomb here would be really nice. And would put Jobe in line for the win. Even if they brought out a new pitcher in the six. It'd be nice to see JV. JV will probably pitch at some point this year, like later in the year. 3-0. And they'll walk Dingler, and there's going to be a mound visit here. Back-to-back walks, and now up is Riley Green. They're probably going to get a new pitcher. Unless they're just doing a convo at the mound, but this feels like get a new pitcher territory. Oh, maybe not. Yeah, hopefully the Tigers. If they do, we need to go to Double-A to get them. Jesus Christ. Swing and strike on Green, who's had a tough day. He's over 2 with 2 Ks. They're just spamming changeups on Riley. Me too, like Billy Chapo from the love of the game. Fair enough. Okay. Never seen that movie. I don't really like sports movies, I found. Swinging Strike 2. I don't really ever have good opinions of them, except like Sandlot was pretty good, I guess. And I tend to like a lot of movies where sports are involved but are super secondary, like Benchwarmers. That, like, it's a baseball movie, but like, you know. I don't know. Top 5. 2 on, nobody out. Or top 6, rather. Sorry, top 6. 0-0 score. Nobody out. 2 on. Green, a 1-2 count, and he strikes out 3 times in a row. 1 away. Here's Keith. Green just not seeing that spam changeup for some reason. Okay. Kevin Costner's always in baseball movies. Ball 1. You know what baseball movie I hated the most? The one with, I think, Randy Quaid. Where he's like some loser teacher and he throws like 150 miles an hour randomly. I know, isn't that one actually based on a real story though? So it's like kind of cool. It's just like, it's not even a story. It's just like a real thing. It's just a dramatic retelling. Has anybody ever seen the movie We Are Marshall, the football movie? I got in trouble in school for laughing during that movie. Like, I laughed hard during it for, like, because I swear to God, right at the ending, right? You know how they're, like, celebrating their first ever win since the plane crash? Like, a really somber voiceover comes over. Like, the loudspeaker. The We Are Marshall. Yeah, it was about the Marshall University football team plane crash. That like obviously killed most of the non-injured players. But like they had this big emotional first win, and then you just hear, I swear this is very real. Like, I would not be making this up. Someone can please back me up. I swear there's a part right at the end where a voiceover comes in. The following week, Marshall lost 66-7. And I'm just like, like that kills the entirety of the fucking, like, and there's going to be a pitching change, by the way. Keaton Wynn will replace Roop. Wynn comes in to pitch. Does anybody remember like that specific part of the ending? Like, it's like, Like while they're celebrating a big win, everyone's all happy. This like lady's just like the following week, Marshall lost 66-7. And then they like just go over like what happened to the players as time went on. Like the surviving players anyway. Like, I swear to you, that really happened in that movie, and it's among the funniest fucking things I've ever seen in a movie. Like just the timing of it. Maybe I didn't actually see that and I just made it up. Because like I just like because I think it's funny to imagine them being like, and the following week, Marshall continued to get butt fucked. I'll just hold on a second. I'm gonna Google something real quick because it's a pitching change. So I guess and leaves the game. Maybe I'm just misremembering what she said. I know there's a voiceover, but maybe it didn't say that. They are lining up for the Clark Slam or a Torque Slam. We'll take a slam. It's 2-1. Okay, yeah, all right, all right. Wait, I think I might be getting him mixed up with somebody. Two on. I'm gonna have to watch the like just the ending part of We Are Marshall just to see if I remember that shit correct. That'll be called a strike, but that's no way a strike. That'll be 3-1 for Torque. Maybe it's just like because they talked about like all the bad shit. I just like made up that they lost 66-7 the following week. Like they're just like that's just not a part of the movie. No, Torque will walk. 1-0 Tigers. We'll take a walk in. No, I probably just made it up in my head because I was laughing. Like imagining them losing the following week like by like 70 points almost. And maybe I said it in class and I was just like the following week Marshall lost 66-7. As soon as that lady was like took a pause in her voiceover. Maybe I made it up and just thought it was very funny and I just yelled it out loud during the in-class thing. Fouled it away. It'll be a 1. Max Clark is up. We could see the Clark Slam. 1-0 Tigers lead thanks to Spencer Torkelson's careful eye. We can only hope so, Alice. We can only hope. And that's a good pitch. 0-2. Oh, no. Is it a lefty on the mound? No, it's a righty. Come on, Clark. Take it to the fridge for the one time. Damn, Clark strikes out. 1 away. Fuck. Here's Baez. Oh, we just don't have any life with the fucking bases loaded right now, dude. What are we doing? Somebody just get a single and score 2 runs. Come on. I mean, come on. This will be twice the bases loaded, 1 out. At least we got a run this time, but I mean, 2 more would be idea. Baez up with the bases loaded, 2 away, 1-0 Tigers lead here in the top of the 6th. It's 1-1 on Baez. Ball's in the dirt. We'll see if it gets away from the catcher. No, you don't have to watch or enjoy the language. That's all right. I'm not going to censor my language, though. I don't believe in censorship. Swinging strike 2. It's 1-2. Ball in the dirt again. That's really far away. What's up, Jonathan? Yeah, whatever. D. I don't really care about anything about that. I think that's stupid. I think they should swing at the pitch they're waiting for when they get it, instead of trying to walk all the fucking time like Javi just got struck out looking. Yeah, they should have definitely been more patient there, D. That definitely worked. Kavanaugh, Koss, and Eldridge. Ugh. Doesn't matter if you have to take long at bats, just have smart at bats. You could have a good at bat if you swing at the first pitch if it's a fastball right down the middle. You know what I mean? Doesn't matter if you do have a long at bat there or not. Kavanaugh, Koss, and Eldridge. Top or 8-9-1 for the Giants. Tyler Holton will come in. They did say the following week Marshall lost 66-7. I told you that's a funny fucking part of the movie. It's genuinely among the funniest phrasing in all of movie. Be right back. One away on a line out. What's up, Darren? How's it going? Blah. Here's Cost now, the 9-hitter with one away or two. Yeah, one away. Tries to bun his way aboard. Nothing going. Ball one. Tried to get him to chase, but didn't. One 0 Tigers lead in the bottom of the 6th. Let's see if the bullpen can hold it. There's a lot of pressure on the bullpen to pitch a shutout. That'll be 0-2 on a swing and strike. Nice changeup by Holton. Yeah, I guess. I mean, it should be fun. I'm more of a Patriots fan, though. Just so we're clear, if the bullpen doesn't hold, the annoying stat about the bullpen, people are like, they've blown 27 games. Do you know they include games where we're up 1-0 in like the 7th inning? And they're like, we blew this game. And it's like a 2-1 final. And they're like, the bullpen is terrible. They have blown 27 games. And I looked into it, like 20 of them or 19 of them or some shit are like games where we were up 1-0. And it's like, people really blame the bullpen for that loss. And it's like, yeah, that's the bullpen's fault, I guess. But then you look at the 27 blown games, and it's, because a blown game is I believe the 7th or 8th inning or later is when it officially counts. But it's 1-0, 2-1. Nice job by Holton to hold it there. Let's go to the top of the 7th. It'll be 1-0 Tigers. So while I get the bullpen has had some really bad moments, the blowing that 7-0 lead, there have been really bad moments this year. A lot of our losses have been on the offense, not the bullpen. When you're leading, when you're depending on a 3-2 win for a month straight, it's no, that's not going to work. You're going to lose a lot of those games. 3 runs isn't going to really cut it. And to continually place an outsized amount of pressure on a bullpen that should not be used as much as the Tigers use their bullpen. Well, I get it's their job, and they do a very good job of living up to it for the most part. Holton's good. He's at a 2.89 ERA now. Finnegan, except for the last couple appearances, has been good. Canley's been mostly good. Madden's been lights out. Montero's good when we need him out of the bullpen. Waguespack has been good out of the bullpen. You know what I mean? So Summers has improved dramatically once they sort of figured out how to properly utilize him. I don't know. The bullpen isn't terrible. They definitely if we had more starting pitchers, we'd be a lot better because we could use Montero in the bullpen. But unfortunately, we have to use him as a starter right now. Otherwise, he's an elite bullpen arm. I just don't think, unfortunately, with Montero, I don't think he's got the stuff to be a starter. He can only go once or twice through a lineup before they start fucking teeing off on him. And if he faces a team, and if they if they figure him out the first time through, he has no shot. He just has no shot in the game. Very similar problem with Jack Flaherty right now, actually. Flaherty can only go once through a lineup, and he's cooked. Yeah, it's situations like this with offense is just that. And again, I know that the bullpen should hold in those games. And it's their job. But again, it's like, I don't know. Especially when you've had the bases loaded with only one out twice. You know what I mean? You gotta score more runs than that. Ball 1-2, McKinstry. Top of the 7th. 1-0 Tigers lead. Hey, that'll be a leadoff hit. That'll get into the gap, actually. That could be 2. Gonna round first, head to second. Round in second, heading to third. Round in third, heading home. McKinstry, an inside the park home run. Oh, shit, he scored. The McKinstry bomb, I called this his last at bat. God damn it. I should have called it this time. Did he actually beat that? Oh, they're going to call it a ground rule double? Oh, that's such bullshit. Oh, that's lame. They threw the ball back in, though. That's so fucking lame. That's so fucking lame, dude. They got the ball out and threw it back in. How the fuck is it stuck? If I'm AJ, I'm getting thrown out of the game arguing against that. Fuck that. That's a home run. That is a... Dude, they picked the ball up and threw it back. It didn't get stuck under anything. It wasn't lost. They like tripped around out there and fucked around. They like dropped it. Oh, that's bullshit. They're going to get away with it. Oh, that's some shit, dude. It's called strike 1. You fucking cuck, AJ. Just let that happen. Not even thrown out the game. Hey, we got runs anyway. Let's go. Game ball don't lie. McGonigal gets a base hit. McKinstry scores. 1 on. And they try to get McKinstry at home for some reason, and McGonigal takes second on the throw. So, Tigers up 2-0. McGonigal takes second. Runners at second, nobody out. Here's Gleyber Torres. All right, cool. Baseball God said, all right, that was fucked up. That wasn't a home run. All right, now I don't care. McKinstry homered in my head. In my head canon, McKinstry had an in-the-park home run, and McGonigal just hit a double. Let's go! In-the-park home run. The fact that I called that in his last at-bat, but I missed it by an at-bat. The ball never was, like, they dropped it, dude. Like, if you watch that shit back, like, they have his hand slips off the ball, and then he just goes like this, and then he goes down and picks it up and throws it back in, and they almost have the fucking play at home. I don't understand how that wasn't a home run, because the fucking center fielder fucking slipped picking it up, and then went like this and went, oh, it's stuck, and the stupid umpires believed him. And by the way, I don't blame the Tigers for not challenging that. It never goes there. That'll be a ground out, but the runner moves over to third. Nice job by Torres, basically a bunt. All right, runner at third, 1 away. Hopefully we can pick this up. Dingler just needs a sac fly. Ugh. They almost had a play at the plate, though. That's what I like. You know what I mean with whatever. Whatever, we scored. Doesn't matter. We're up 2-0. All we got to do is get this other run, and I don't care. Runner at third, 1 away, 0-1 count. Just need a sac fly from Ding. See if you can find it. Foul ball, it's 0-2. Shit. It's all right. We got the run. That's all that matters. One more insurance run would be so nice right now. You're punching your brother. Oh, shit. That's a ball. Could be called a strike. Looking if they try. Nope. 2-1. 2-2. I'm surprised the Giants didn't challenge that pitch right there. I think that would have been a strikeout looking on Dingler. 2-2. Get a hit. Just not even a hit. Just fucking hit the ball in the air deep enough to score, dog. McGonagall will score if you get it like medium range. You know, he's not slow. Knows how to run a base. 2-2. In this situation, if you're an outfielder and somebody hits a fly, oh, that's another double. Well, that'll get down into the corner, and Dingler has himself a one-out double. Tigers keep a man at second, and they score a third run. Tigers up 3-0 here in the top of the seventh. 3-0 Tigers with Riley Green coming to the plate. There's a mound visit here. I'm going to go grab a soda real quick. Tigers up 3. Well, Joel, your brother's okay now. RBI double for Dingler. My MVP. All right. Oh. They bring in a new pitcher? They did. They're going to bring in San Martin to pitch. San Martin will come into pitch here with the runner at second and one away. They're going to go get a lefty with a slew of lefties due for the Tigers. Riley Green at the plate. 1 on, 1 out, and it's a runner at second. Will Riley Green shock everybody and pick up a big hit with a runner on? Guess we'll find out. Oh, my back. My knowledge of the game of baseball is okay. It should be a lot better for me to be up here pontificating. I also take a pee. I'll be right back. Riley Green has a base hit. Runner goes to third. First and third now with 1 away. Guardians lead the White Sox 2-0. Aw, shit. And they go right back to a mound visit. Jeez, dude, that's like the fucking third one of the inning. My God. They're going to bring in Valencia to hit for Colt Keith. Giants doing everything they can to slow the momentum of the game down now. Runners at the corners, 1 away for Valencia. He can be a bit of a menace at the plate, especially against left-handed pitching. Oh, that was a terrible call. Like, you can almost see the fielder go down and like slip to pick the ball up, like his hand slips off it. And then he goes, you can like see him go like this, doesn't come up, and then he just goes like this, and then goes down, picks it up, and then almost has the play at the plate. I guarantee you, if McKinstry was ruled out at home, that would have been an out, not a ground rule double. Like 1,000%, if they would have gunned his ass down at home, they'd have called that shit out and not a ground rule double. It's like, well, what was it? Was it a ground rule double or what? God, I hate that fucking thing. Watch the replay. You can see the center fielder fucking slipped to pick the ball up. And his bitch ass goes, oh, fucking lost it. It can't get it. Stuck. 2-2. Yeah, my ass it is. 2-2. Another foul ball. It'll remain 2-2 for Valencia. I will say that, like, that is pretty good train. That is pretty well. That is pretty good for a fielder to think of that shit on the fly. You fucking drop the ball or don't pick it up clean, so you just throw up that it's stuck. Pretty good. 3-2. Can't blame him. I mean, the player did the right thing. He threw his arms up and tried, and it worked out. So good for him. We want the Guardians to win that game because it'll knock the Sox down. And we just scored some runs. Valencia. Is that gone? Nope, that'll be at least a double. And everybody scores. It's 5-0 Tigers on a bases clearing double by Valencia. That shit just missed being a grand slam. Hell yeah, dude. Bases cleared. Tigers score. 5-0 Tigers here in the top of the 7th. Let's go. All right, look at Valencia. His 4th double of the year. Jamal Jones? Jihad Jones? I don't even remember what that guy's name was. Jameer Gibbs Jones? I don't even... Ja Rule Gibbs? Ja Rule Jones? I don't fucking know. I don't remember what his name was. We have a real lefty killer now in Valencia. Hell yeah, dude. All right, ball 1. The Rockies are winning? Who are they playing? Oh, St. Louis. Well, I don't know. The fucking, neither team's really trying. You guys are going to fall in love with... I feel like if you don't know who Jose Briseño is yet, that'll be changed to a ball. It's 2-0. You'll find out who he is very soon. And I feel like and Torkelson will ground out. Runner will have to hold at home or at third. Grounds out to the shortstop. So 1 away now, or 2 away. What's up, Michael? Valencia, or not Valencia, but I think Briseño is going to be our version of a Yordan Alvarez type player. The shit, I saw him hit a home run yesterday. He reached out across the plate and pulled the ball into fucking right field for like a 400-foot home run. Dude, he had a moonshot reaching across the plate, going like, and like pulled it. Some shit Carey can like hits into left field. This fucking machine bombs it into right field. I'm like, that is a dominant, powerful home run. To reach across the plate, be literally reaching across the plate, one arm swing that to pull that then over the fence. That's insane, dude. Max Clark just hit his first career triple. That'll score the run. It's 6-0 Tigers. Let's go, Max Clark. Congratulations. First career triple for Mr. Clark. They brought in a lefty, and then the 2 lefties he's faced got like absolutely smoked this pitcher. That is hilarious, dude. Here's Baez now with runner at third and 2 away if they leave this guy in. Yeah, Mr. Clark comes through with a triple. And Javi Baez has a base hit. It's 7-0 Tigers here in the top of the 7th. You know, every game I've watched in the last week has been a blowout that the Tigers have won. By the way, there's no more late starts, so I should be able, unless I have like other like commitments. We should be getting a lot of Tigers games. Top 7 is still 7-0 Detroit. 2 away for Zachariah McKinstry. This is probably where they're. Tigers batted around, by the way. So the Tigers did bat around that inning. Nice job. Good for Detroit. We will head to the bottom of the 7th after the Tigers put up a 6 spot. Lee, Adamas, and Devers here in the bottom of the 7th. 7th inning stretch here. Tigers up 7-0. Bottom 7. I'll be right back. All right, I'm back. 2-2 count. Holton back on the bump. Foul ball. It'll remain 2-2. Tigers up 7-0 on the 49ers. We've seen big comebacks in San Francisco, though. Every Lions fan in here just got really sad. They're just like, why the fuck would you bring that up? Don't worry. You guys haven't lost the real one yet. Oh, wait till you lose the real one. Oh, I had to deal with that again last year. That sucked a bag of dicks. That was like the 4th or 5th worst loss of my entire life to sit through. Trust me. See, Kevin, remember our conversation when you guys were winning 2 games a year? And I said, Kevin, going 2-14 will never hurt as bad as losing a playoff game. And you didn't believe me. You said, I'd rather lose playoff games because that can't hurt as bad. At least we're in the playoffs. Kevin, what hurts worse? 2-15 or 2-14 or that NFC championship loss? You'll never think about anything else. Trust me. Playoff losses in the NFL are among the worst feelings you can try to stomach. At least baseball, it's a series, so you're like, yeah, we lost, we got our shit pushed in. Like, I don't feel as bad about that Giants series because we just got swept. No, I'm telling you, losing championship games that you had any kind of lead in is among the worst feeling. Losing that NFC championship, it's probably the worst loss in Lions history. Like, that is probably your franchise's unequivocal worst way a season has ever ended. And that's a team that's lost every single game. Going 0-16 is a lot easier to stomach than losing in the NFC Championship game when you were up 24-7. No, the playoff draw was terrible. The playoff draw was bad. The Lions needed to have some success in the playoffs, and the fans needed to go through a loss, but that sucked. Trust me, I've had the worst loss. The Tigers challenged that, and they won the challenge. Adames strikes out 2 away. Trust me, I've had the worst loss you can experience, and maybe, Falcons maybe. Falcons actually have the worst loss in sports history, I think. Yeah, to be up 28-3 with basically no time left in that game. To lose a game in which if the Falcons kneeled it out every possession till the end, and nothing else, like literally, if nothing else changes except the Falcons kneel out every single possession, they win that game. And plus, they would have got a safety at some point. Like, if nothing else changes, the Falcons win that game by kneeling the ball out. That's the worst loss I've ever seen. The second worst loss in sports history is probably the Patriots losing that Super Bowl when they were undefeated. You'll never know what that feels like unless you're a Patriots fan. That shit is the worst shit you will ever feel. I was sick for a day. I didn't go to school for 2 days. That was the football gods giving us back a game for that fucking bullshit ass Super Bowl they gave the Giants. No, that had nothing to do with Brady doing a deal with the devil. That was the football gods intervening and going, we're going to give you guys back that undefeated Super Bowl win. Here you go. Yeah, dude, as a fan, all of us would as a Patriots fans. That's the only one we want is that season. I'd literally never, I'd rather that have been our only one. And everybody goes, that's all you won, though. I don't give a fuck. God damn, dude, that sucks so hard. I don't care if Kansas City does, but yeah, it'd be nice if they didn't. No, I think it'll come down to the Rams, Patriots, Buffalo's already dealing with a wild amount of injuries, so I'm not too concerned about them. Detroit, if they're healthy, are a legitimate Super Bowl contender every year. The Bears had a really good offseason. The Bears may be a problem. But I don't know I don't know what to think about the Bears. I want to see if they can do it again. Or if they were just kind of a lucky team last year. Similar with the Patriots, but the Patriots made it to the Super Bowl. Seattle should be a wagon. The Lions, I don't know. Broncos should be up there. We'll see, though. I feel like nobody's going to be surprised by the Broncos offense this year, and I wonder what that means. Well, I wouldn't mind if the game ends quickly here. Top of the 8th. It'll be McGonigal, Torres, and Dingler with a 7-0 Tigers lead. Tigers up 7-0, top 8. Carson Seymour is in to pitch, I guess. I don't know what they're doing. Did he get a hit? Unfortunately, yeah. Well, there already is a salary cap. Do you mean if it'll be changed to like a hard cap? Probably. 0-1 on McGonigal. The solution truly isn't a hard cap, though. The solution is the salary floor, because there are like the proposed salary floor is like 175 million. There's like 8-9 teams under that. Like Cleveland pays their roster somewhere between 85 to 95 million dollars. That's bad. That is arguably worse than what teams like the Dodgers do. And the only reason that teams like the Dodgers can do what they do is because teams like the Guardians don't pay their players. Like, what reasonable franchise has Francisco Lindor and then 2 years later calls up Jose Ramirez and then gets rid of Francisco Lindor because they have a cheaper option in Jose Ramirez? Do you know how terrifying the Guardians would be if they had Francisco Lindor and Jose Ramirez for the last, I don't know, fucking 8 years or however long they've traded away Lindor ago? Ball one. They'd have won a World Series by now, dog. If Cleveland was forced to spend $90 million, think about this sentiment. Cleveland's got a good baseball team, right? Could you imagine them having to spend $100 million more by force? What kind of team they would have? You could add in 4 guys worth $25 million a year, 1 pitcher, 3 hitters, and that team is unstoppable. That's 3 $30 million hitters a year, and that fills all their power problems. That lets them keep everyone they want. Like, you know what I mean? It's just one of those things where it's like, all of Cleveland's problems at the plate are like solvable, and that'll be the second out of the inning on a ground out. I don't, whatever about expanding the sport, but like they're not the ones in the wrong. The Dodgers are doing what you're supposed to do: sign players to make your team better. Tigers have always been a team that spends a lot of money since Ilitch has took over. A lot of people have misunderstood what Chris Ilitch wants to do and how he wants to spend money. He has no issue with spending money as so long as the team is worth spending money on, in that they have a good young foundational core, which the Tigers do now. And the way that you build a team and the way that you should spend money is on the things that you do not draft and develop very well. And for the Tigers, that's probably just bullpen. Like, that's really where they're going to have to spend money, because every other position they're fine in. Maybe a good power hitting third baseman, but they maybe don't even need that with Rayner coming up in 2 years, you know? So, and to me, the goal now for this team, the only thing that they didn't do was keep Skubal, because the one part of doing what he said is like, then that way you can just kind of keep the players. So I'm guessing Riley Green's going to be signed this offseason to like a 5-year, fucking $105 million. Does that sound about right? For a nice little Riley Green extension. What is that? A little over $20 million a year? Maybe a little bit more. I don't know. 5 years, 120. Was that 25 then? Something like that. You know what I mean? Because I think we have to pay Green at this point. We kind of need him. Basabe, Gilbert, and Leonard. And I don't think he's so good with like that we don't have to like overpay. You know what I mean? He's like a, you know, he's like a superstar. He's an all-star level player, but he's not a superstar, I don't think, necessarily. They're to the NBA. I like the 90s Bulls were to the NBA. I guess. More like a Chiefs thing, I think, is a more accurate representation. Ty Madden will come in to pitch the bottom of the 8th. White Sox take a lead. Fuck. It's not what you want to see. We take on Cleveland next, right? That's our next series. That'll be huge. Then the White Sox. You know, it's crazy. This time next week, we could be fighting for the division. Isn't that fucking wild? Everything comes up Millhouse. And you know, a lot of you guys were doubters of this team just a mere month ago. Some of you were calling for the firing of our beloved head coach, AJ Hinch. I remember, because I never forget. Though I told you since May the 31st, I said, hey, don't panic. It's very early in the year. Do not panic. Once this team gets in the second half, it'll be one hell of a ride. Because I know ball, I've been right the whole time. That's inside ball one. I feel like I've been rewarded for my great patience with this team this year. All of my theories about baseball have been proven correct at this point this year. That if you get very excited before the month of June passes about where your team is, it's never a good thing to do that. That'll be a pop out or a fly out, however you want to look at it. Nice play by Baez. One away. Yeah, I wouldn't have traded either one of them. Though I will say for Mize, they did get one hell of a return on that Cash Mayfield guy. And that'll be a flyout by Gilbert, 2 away. Couple flyouts here in the bottom of the 8th. Now we'll see what Leonard can do. So I don't know. I mean, Mize that wasn't so bad. Scuball sucks because we should have long termed it. Okay. Yeah. 2-2. And he gets a base hit. Damn it. 1 on, 2 out here in the bottom of the 8th. Giants pick up their second hit of the game. Jobe and Holton were ruthless this afternoon. Evening, I guess. We're in the bottom of the 8th with 1 on and 2 out. Madden, the pitcher. I can't read the name. It's too small. Suzak, the hitter. Number 8 in the lineup. Or 8 in the lineup. True, Allison, true. Dun, dun, da, da. 0-2. Fouled away, it'll remain 0-2. 2 away, runner at first. Suzak, the hitter. Oy. End of game takes so long to get to. Another foul. We'll see another 0-2. Come on, come on. Hey, he took a wild swing. Completes the throw down to first. We'll head to the top of the ninth. Top nine coming up. Tigers will send Green, Valencia, Torkelson to the plate, save for any pinch hitting. Green, Valencia, and Torkelson due up here in the top of the ninth of a 7-0. Tigers lead. Be right back. Gonna go rip the final bit of that bogey I started earlier. Didn't finish it. Yeah, I saw Twins Brewers tied at 3. Hopefully the Brewers win that one. White Sox are probably winning that one. Maybe. I don't know. We'll see what Cleveland does. We'll see if their bullshit devil ball comes into play. All right, I'll be back in like a minute or two here. 1 sec. Three-zero to Riley Green. Riley Green walks, so 1 on, nobody out. Made it back. Ah, shit, Guardians fighting back. So 1 on, nobody out for Valencia. Yeah. Hope this game don't take too much longer. Ben Jerry will run for Riley Green. What's up, Spider? Ball 1. Fouled away, it's 1-1. Yeah, it's good. I mean, they're probably just as alive as anyone else in the American League right now. The fact that we went 6-22 in May and we could still win the division, and we're like 2.5 out of the division right now. It's pretty crazy. 1-2. Yeah, Paul, I do. Because of that stupid ass mascot that they had from like, I don't know, like the 70s onward. It pissed a bunch of Native American groups off, and not many people know about this, but from like 1980 to 2016, Cleveland Guardian or Indians at the time games were protested pretty aggressively by Native groups. They'd show up to opening games. They'd have this big scene about, hey, can you please change the mascot? We don't mind the name, but can you please, and then eventually the name got a part of it because the groups grew ultimately completely disrespected. They even offered to draw them or like create a really nice logo for Cleveland as the Indians. I think something similar to what the Redskins had, but Cleveland said no. So eventually the natives figured out the actual way to get change to happen is to go after the ballpark sponsors. And the ballpark sponsors took almost no time to fold and tell Cleveland, we're not going to give you any money if you don't change the team name. And the owners went, fuck that, and changed the team name. That's why. By the way, that's the only reason is because this dipshit organization just would not cooperate with a bunch of people who tried for like 30 or 40 years to get to like some cooperation with. And the team just said, no, go fuck yourselves. And then eventually the natives went, we'll just put pressure on the people. We know how to do this now. And then they did that and it actually worked. And then we saw the same group of people, I believe, do the same thing to the Washington Redskins. Nothing made them change that name other than Home Depot going, we're going to take all our money from you if you don't change the name. And Dan Snyder at the time went, and we changed the name. You can check me on that, but I'm pretty sure I'm dead right on both of those situations. So really, it had nothing to do with the team growing a sense of morality, had nothing to do with wokeness, had really nothing to do with much other than some greedy billionaires got threatened to lose about $100 million a year, and they went, fuck that, we'll change the team name. Had they just, gotten new stadium sponsors, they would still be Washington Redskins and the Cleveland Indians. But they care about money more than their principles. Also, $100 million is a lot of money. Torkelson will walk 2 on, 1 out. Oh, FedEx, you're right. FedEx, sorry, you're right. FedEx, I'm sorry, Kevin. FedEx, you're right. But other than that, I pretty much nailed it, except I got the wrong company sponsor for. And I'm thinking Progressive put pressure on Cleveland to change the team name as well. I believe that's why. Once again, instead of working with the native groups and coming up with an alternative, they just completely got rid of it. I think so. I don't know if they've officially come up with the new name, but I know it won't be Comerica. I think they're leaning on Tiger Stadium presented by like Rocket City or something like that. Because it's by Rocket City, right? Is who is gonna own it now? Like they're pretty much buying everything in the fucking city. Hopefully, fucking Gilbert gets the goddamn Tigers. Whatever though. Or just give me the team. Yeah, I don't have any money, but we'll borrow some. Get a nice couple loans. I'll go into some severe debt, but we'll have a good team. Fifth Third. Oh yeah, it's like something like Tiger Stadium at Fifth Third Field or something like that is what they want to do. Isn't that like the proposed name, where it would be called Tiger Stadium technically, but it would be like Tiger Stadium presented by Fifth Third. Yep, yeah, that's what they want to do. And that's awesome. If that's the way they want to do it, that's cool. Clark drives in another run. Never mind. It's another wild pitch. No, wait, he hit that. Okay. He scored 2 runs. What just happened? Oh, no, sack fly. Sack fly. All right. Wait, what the fuck? I don't know what just happened. There's 2 outs now. Oh, it was a force out. All right. So Max Clark goes to first. Runner's out at second. But the run scores. It's 8-0 Tigers. 2 away, runner at first. All right. He grounded into a near double play, but he beat it out. Top 9, 8-0 Tigers. 2 down. Here's Baez. This does not feel like a game that the teams had 3 hits combined heading into the top of the 6th. That'll be a ground out, and the Tigers will probably end with like 9 runs to 8 runs. Oh, never mind. That's only 2 outs. That's a base hit by Javi. I thought that was a ground out. All right, never mind. Javi gets on. 2 on, 2 out. Here's McKinstry. Oh, never mind. Hao-Yo Lee will come in to hit. Oh, never mind. Hao-Yo Lee will pinch run for Javi Baez. So they'll bring in Lee to run for Baez. McKinstry swinging a miss. It's 0-1. Okay, if I'm McKinstry, I'm trying to hit a home run here. I'm like, fuck it. Fuck doesn't matter. We're up 8 runs. As long as we don't bring Kyle Finnegan in, we got this. Kyle Finnegan hates to see a lead. An 8-run or a 7 to 8 run lead hates to see Kyle Finnegan coming, bro. It's like, oh. I'll be, oh no, I should finish the inning out. I have to take a piss so bad. It's 2-1 on a ball. Yeah, this is the revenge game. Fucking 14 years later. It's 2-1. And McKinstry walks. 4 bases loaded yet again. Top of the order. Here's McGonigal. And continue negotiations. Yeah, I mean that'll probably happen. Hopefully the Tigers can figure something out and sign him. That'd be cool. Do we have to sit through a fucking pitching change, dude? Jeez. Oh no. That'd be pretty nice if they could pull it off, Corp. We just gotta keep pitching good. Hitting good, pitching good. Yeah, we would get to hear Hope, Ryan, and Buddy Smith free if we could pull that off. Ball 1. Then it was a great trade. But I am a little worried that Scuball is going to fucking need Tommy John surgery soon. McGonigal slam means I end the stream at the top of before the bottom of the 9th because I ain't watching that fucking bottom of the 9th. I ain't watching no 12-0 bottom of the 9th, boys and girls. That's ridiculous. I ain't watching some bullshit ass fucking Drew Anderson outing. Yeah, it was a good win for the Yankees, I see. Though beating National League teams or losing to them doesn't really mean much. But it does kind of in the standings, I suppose. I don't think so. He's still throwing 3 or 4 miles an hour slower than he can. His fastball's still way down in velo. It's either he's not fully back yet, or he's gonna need Tommy soon. I'm not he guaranteed to give runs up at least. He's literally like, I know it's like always 50-50 if you're gonna give up runs, but like Drew Anderson's literally like 51% of the time he gives up a run. It's just like, that's annoying. 2-2. But to be fair, this is the kind of situation you bring a pitcher like Drew Anderson in. Just get us to the end. Or you leave Ty Madden in. Don't really matter. Let Ty get some work. Damn, Philly and Toronto. Yeah, that's a pretty good game. 5-5, top 11. 2-2. Bases loaded for McGonigal. 2 away, though. Tigers have loaded him with 2 outs. Top 9, 8-0 Tigers. He has been playing better. It's just here's my like way I can tell you about Anderson. He's a good pitcher. He has really good stuff, really good movement, good speed, really elite movement on his pitching. His changeup is one of the better ones in baseball. But the problem with Drew Anderson is I think he gets in his head really hard once he throws like a series of good pitches. I think his form and his mechanics become he like forgets to be careful about them as he like pitches better, and that's why you'll see him get 2 outs almost immediately, and then like suddenly he can't throw strikes. It's just like, dog, you're like excited and you've lost your like composure to hold your form, to hold your mechanics. I'm telling you, watch the way he pitches to the first hitter, and then see how it slowly unwinds. He doesn't look the same by the third hitter. His mechanics are completely off. He gets in his own head, and he doesn't throw correctly, and that's why suddenly he goes from being able to drop that changeup anywhere he wants around the strike zone to it can't find any fucking it literally won't even generate whiffs. Yeah, he gets in his own head that he's like unstoppable, and then he like fucking loses it. He has no composure, and that sucks because he does have elite stuff. However, again, it's the mental side of it that sometimes gets people. He's also in what is he like 24? It's like, well, hold on, maybe 26. He's a little older, I think. Drew Anderson, Tigers. Oh, he's 32. Oh boy, yeah. He's probably never mind. He shouldn't be have. That's why he was in Korea because of those issues. I'll be right back. Got to piss. He's all right. He's not a bad player, or anything like that. Madden stays in the game to pitch. It'll be Koss, Eldridge, and who the fuck's in center now? McRae. Bottom 9. Ooh, called strike one. Let's hope for a quick inning. Tigers should go to 57 and 60, 3 games under. They can win tomorrow. They'd be 2 under, heading home to take on Cleveland. What a wrap we could be heading into next week. Oh, how exciting. 0-2. Dun, 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 dun. Look how people have. I like how there's people are just leaving slowly. They're like, "Yeah, this game's over." I was like, "Why is he still alive?" All right, 1 out. Here's top of the order, Eldridge with 1 away. Tigers up 8-0 here in the bottom of the 9th with 1 away. Tigers can hold on here. They force a rubber match tomorrow. That'll be a ground out. Eldridge is out, 2 away. And now up is McRae. Hopefully he doesn't drive us crazy. Oh boy, you can tell I'm out of things to talk about. Ha ha. Ha ha. There's different ways of laughing. All right. 1-1. Nearing an end. Everything inside me says, hate myself, hate my wealth, kill my. Shouldn't have said that part. All right. 2-1 count. Three one. Oh, come on. Don't walk him. Valdez or no, he just pitched. Hey, that's a ground out. I don't know. Maybe Montero? No. Don't know. All right, Tigers go to 57-60. GG's to the Giants. Tigers pick up their 4th shutout win of this road trip. They just keep blowing teams out and not giving up any runs. Great job by the team. Young Jackson Jobe's return. He goes 5 innings, gives up just 1 hit. Picks up a win, by the way, because the Tigers did go get that win, that run in the top of the 6th while he was still technically the pitcher. So Jobe picks up a win. Holton gets a hold. Jobe gives up the 1 walk, 1 hit, 4 Ks. Great outing. Holton brings his ERA all the way down to 2.83. He goes 2 innings, gives up nothing, and just 2 strikeouts. Madden gives up just 1 hit, strikes out 1. Really great effort by the pitching staff here, combined shutout. Home runs by nobody. Clark had a triple, his first career. McKinstry had a double. Dingler had a double. Valencia had a double that cleared the bases and broke it open. Yeah. Good game. The Giants had 2 total hits. That's pretty good. 57-60. Tomorrow, if we win, we go to 58-60. What a crazy time, boys. Yeah, if we win tomorrow, we take the rubber match. Pretty good. If you haven't left a like, consider leaving one on your way out. Maybe we can get to 1,000 likes. We have 44, but either way. Thank you all so much for a fun stream. We'll be live tomorrow afternoon at about 4 o'clock for the series finale. I'll see y'all then. If not, I'll see you Tuesday for game 1 against Cleveland. All right. I'll see y'all later. Have a good night. Have a good rest of your weekend. And I'll see you hopefully tomorrow. Peace out. Go Lions. Go Patriots. And of course, it's always go Tigers. I'll see you around. Peace out.